Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
All right, and playback.
That's Will Smith's wife too at the end. Jada Pinkett
Welcome back to Community LA. I'm Frances Lewis. If you've ever attended Mardi Gras, you've probably seen Indians dancing during the celebration. Who are they, and what is their legacy in Louisiana? Here's a very colorful feature to tell their story.
Novia is a group of several of the Mardi Gras Indian tribes that came together to help promote our culture as Mardi Gras Indians in the community here in New Orleans, so that we're not only doing things in our own tribes, but coming together to promote as an educational awareness, but also as a way to raise awareness and the level of acceptance and promotion for our Mardi Gras Indian culture.
The Indians usually mass on Mardi Gras Day, Super Sunday, and St. Joseph Day. So we're taking our authentic indigenous culture and we're presenting that in non-traditional settings, and that's where we visit hospitals, schools, senior citizen homes.
We have done promotion with other tribes to talk about how to copyright their artwork, their suits, their beadwork, and different things like that, because a lot of times other entities profit off of the work that Mardi Gras Indians do with sewing and all the hours and time they put in to create these suits. So a photographer could come in, take a picture of it, and make money off it, and nothing goes back to the person that put in the work to make this happen. It's not that this culture is here to make a profit, but it's to share our experience and our unique experience as Black Indians.
It takes about a year, so it depends on how big of a suit you're going to make, the time that you can devote into making the suit, and the money.
When a person says, how long does it take to make an Indian suit, and you tell them a year, the truth of the matter is it is a 1 year of a life. And what I mean by that is, if you were working on what we call a collar or a dicky, if you were working on that part of your suit in November, you could pinpoint what section you were on during Thanksgiving. So that suit, which is a year of your life, is also a chapter of each thing that happened month by month.
The headpieces are very special, the way we make them. And we don't describe too much how we make them, but we use beads and sequins. And I took a little uptown flair, although I was a downtown Indian, I took a little uptown flair, and that flair was basically plumes. Well, downtown was basically feathers, beads and sequins, where uptown was rhinestones and beads and plumes.
It's not something you can like, you gotta love it. It's a labor of love. So that sewing thing is a very, very intimate, very spiritual thing, because when we sew, we're singing songs and we're thinking about, we're masking as we're sewing. As a person is sewing that apron, in his mind, he's meeting those guys with that suit on. He sees that already. So he's just doing what it takes to make that vision a reality.
My uncle would always have his suits out on the bed. So when I came over to visit him, it was just a natural thing for me to see the Indian suit. My first time seeing him in the suit, I didn't even know who he was. He was coming up the street with the Indian suit one Mardi Gras day, and my aunts, they said, go on outside and see your Uncle Booker coming down the street. So when I saw him, it was almost like Jesus coming down the street. I was happy and excited. And I didn't until he got really up close. I didn't know that was him.
This culture is important because it is an authentic American tradition formed by the slaves and the Native Americans coming together. So it's from here and it's still here today. Especially here in Louisiana and New Orleans, the tribes come together and it's gone on for years. For people and families and friends coming together to work on these pieces of art, these suits. But it's more than the suits, it's what the culture represents. People that have stood the test of time in the midst of all kind of oppression, all kind of division, to still maintain who they are as a people and as a cultural tradition. It's a gift to our community, and it's very important.
What up, what up, what up? This is your girl, the Dot, coming to you here live in a living color with Chicken Shop Rising with another informative topic and video. If you are new to the channel, definitely go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a great deal. Well, family, we are here. We are here. It is officially Fat Tuesday. For all the individuals out there that may not know what Fat Tuesday is what individuals within New Orleans and around the world called Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras means in French Fat Tuesday. Now we're going to be going into detail about a lot of the history in regards to a lot of the Black Indian influence in Mardi Gras. Some of the traditions that have been held on to for centuries by individuals and locals of New Orleans. And it's a huge part of the actual festival. Now, for all those individuals who may not know what Mardi Gras is a celebration leading up to Ash Wednesday or the beginning of Lent, with the countdown going on into Easter. Now, a lot of the individuals that brought in the carnival and things like that, and Mardi Gras in essence, are individuals who were derived in from Europe. Still to this day, there are certain parts of Europe, particularly Southern Europe, who celebrate Mardi Gras. And they brought the celebration on into the Americas, and a lot of our ancestors who were here mirrored and had their own celebrations and intermingled that and with the celebration of Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras, by and large, is an event that takes place in New Orleans, where it is a festival of debauchery, drinking, sex, orgies, all types of, so-called fun things that individuals do. People from all over the world fly down to New Orleans for this particular event for Mardi Gras. The beginning when the Catholic Church were, celebrating, feasting, and things like that, so-called Black people and the so-called Negro were not allowed to enjoy in these festivities. So Black people, or American Indians, took it upon themselves to create something fun for themselves and create their own parade, because they were not too much a part of when the first Catholics started to really instill and celebrate this, madness, so to speak. They were not invited to participate in it. So, with that being said, Carnival and Mardi Gras are kind of not necessarily one and the same, but they are. Carnival is celebrated. I'll be making a piece on that as well. Carnival is celebrated in the Caribbean, South America, Mexico, your Catholic, nation, so to speak. And it's all leading up to, Lent, where individuals, fast, leading up to Easter. And we know, as a true people of the book, we don't celebrate, a lot of these things. But I thought it'd be really cool and interesting to give more of a historical background in regards to why and what they do, how they celebrate it, and to really look at the culture of who we are as a people, because we don't pay attention to our culture. A lot of the things we don't know. And like I said, some of you may have gone to Mardi Gras and participated, and have gone just to see, just in regards to the culture, the food, things like that. That is something that is a really big deal. Now we are in Fat Tuesday, officially in Mardi Gras, which is the official last day for the event. And a lot of individuals who participate within Mardi Gras on this particular day, they enjoy in a lot of, fat foods, your donuts, your sweets, your stuff like that. that's what a lot of individuals partake in. Now, as you saw at the very beginning, it usually starts out, Mardi Gras starts out with a procession where you have marching bands, you have floats, you have all these different, beautiful, vibrant colors that, individuals partake in. And you also have, a lot of the ancient, way of how our ancestors, the, Black Indians, you know, decorate their attire with, the feathers and, the colors, the vibrant colors and things like that. These things are true. And they want to give the narrative that, oh, the Black Indians are participating in Mardi Gras because, they feel, they want to put the narrative that, oh, these Black people aren't necessarily Indian, but they're the descendants of, slaves, and they really look up to the, Native American culture because the Native Americans took them in during slavery and all this other, dodge the hijack. These people are the true Indians of the land. And as you can look at them, those are our brothers and sisters. They're true Indians. They're not native. Individuals who identify themselves as Native American are not Aboriginal. Just because you are Native American does not mean that you are indigenous to the soil. And that's what a lot of individuals don't understand and get. But yes, there are a lot of different things going on during Mardi Gras during this time. Like I said, a lot of it um, it's partying. But I'm just gonna cut clear, it's partying, it's drinking, it's eating, it's having all types of weird things go on down there, and it's just kind of like anything goes. But I've always found it to be very interesting. Always thought of it to be very festive, very vibrant, and I thought that it'd be a very good idea to go in detail as to the historical background of you know Mardi Gras and things like that. But let me know in the comments, have you gone to Mardi Gras? Have you participated in Mardi Gras? If so, what was your experience? Things like that. If you're new to the channel, again, definitely hit that like and that subscribe button. I appreciate it.